So where do we get this? Well, we get it from the Old Testament, then from Jesus, then from his apostles. We'll see these various terms show up in various verses. So first to the Old Testament. This is taught, these four things are taught about the Bible in the Old Testament, primarily through the use of two words. Now, this is what I want you to understand. This isn't me making this up. This is what the best theological minds who've studied this subject for their entire life and then committed it to paper, this is what they're telling us, and it's not just those two, it's lots of others, that in the Old Testament, there are two primary word groups that teach us the Bible's own view, which was Jesus Christ's own view, about itself, about the Bible. And those word groups are the word true. And when I say groups, you have the word true and then you have other versions of it, like truthfully or whatever in English. So it's true and all its cognates, all its relatives, and the word pure and all its cognates and all its relatives. These two word groups primarily found in the Psalms and the Proverbs. So where do you find the inerrancy, the inspiration, etc., of the Bible in the Old Testament? You find it primarily in the Psalms and the Proverbs, and you're going to find it primarily in terms of these two words, true and pure. Let me give you some examples. I want you to see this. So here we're going to go to Psalm 19, a great psalm to go to if you want to learn about God's word. Psalm 19, verse 9. The statutes of the Lord are true and righteous all together. What are they? The statutes of the Lord are true. What does true mean? It means there's no falsehood in them. It means there are no errors in them. It means there are no mistakes in them. Every word in God's book is true, says the psalmist, and therefore it is righteous. It is right with God all together. There's not mainly truth, but a little bit of error. It's not God's ideas and human words that may be very wrong and very fallible. No, the statutes of the Lord are true. This is what the Bible claims for itself. By the word statutes is meant the entirety of the Old Testament canon and will be applied by extension to the New Testament canon. So all the statutes of the Lord are true. When you hold this book in your hands, you should say, this book is true. In a world full of errors, in a world full of falsehoods, this is the solid rock upon which you can plant your feet and build your life and know it is true.